Off we go from Denver. And he takes this near the 25, just a little. Pass there, call it the 26. 26-yard line. Already here, they'll audible to something else. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. That one complete down the field to Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield. At the 45. It's a gain of 20. He got 29 yards that time. First down. I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 20, 5, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 44 yards. And the Eagles go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9 points?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Great, set. 180.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Hurts to throw. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 10. Nix to the air. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A good pickup there, 22. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, here's Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Nick's going to keep this himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That's a gain of 23 yards. And the Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Touchdown Broncos. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Philadelphia.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. This is Smith with the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Off the play fake, Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
We'll try to keep Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There he goes, right side. He may go, and he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pushes past him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. On play action, here's Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the air with Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll swing this out to Harvey. The 20. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, 42 yards. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. What's good on the extra point? And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This is 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. Ooh, the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Trimmer.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Here's 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Good. Hey! Hey, easy. 63, back.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Great.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st and goal.
Great.
Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Great.
Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. Barkley, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. If that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure, the game-winning potential, there's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on, Captain. Hold on, son. Ready. Right here, huh?
He's back to throw. Able to find Mims. And he'll have a quick first down on a nice hook up there as he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as well.
And the Broncos first down.
Bombers.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
5 yards on the play. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.